Take charge tools for self-care. We've all been there. There are some days we wake up and seem to be just on the wrong side of the bed. We miss a bus, forget an important document, we're late for an appointment, lose track of time, and things just simply go from bad to worse. The next time you have one of those days, pause and reflect to reconnect with yourself and realize that I do have the ability and the choice to turn things around right now. Life is a series of experiences. I don't deny that. We have good days and we have days that challenge us that we label as negative or bad. We can enjoy and roll through a good day. We welcome those. But what do we do about the more problematic days? On those days, it's important for us to recognize, do I have a tool belt I can rely on of healthy coping skills to take the edge off my suffering and difficulties and moodiness for a rough day? Bad and very bad. Before we look at strategies and solutions that we have on board, it's important to acknowledge the difference between a bad and a really bad day. Many times, a bad day is simply a persistent bad mood or low mood, experiencing a series of events that are our own doing or completely beyond our control that tend to fall short of our expectations. Many times they can also set in motion a series of events that derail us. If I wake up after a restless night with too little sleep, this can leave me in the morning rushing around. I maybe leave my car in a no parking zone and come back from a coffee shop and find a $300 ticket on my windshield. Or worse, my car's been towed. And then we got delays and maybe other difficulties and struggles that come with my ill mood, sadness, frustration, restlessness, and irritability. Then that can just lead me to derailing my entire plan for the day. And that may qualify as a bad day. A really bad day is bad on a whole different level, impacting you on a different level. Bad news from a family member or friend, an accident or a job loss, failing an exam, being passed over for a promotion, the end of an intimate relationship or friendship. These are just some of the ways that many of us experience life, and they're hard. And this can turn any day into a really, really bad day. The self-care toolkit, that's what I call it. It's like a tool belt for us that we can rely on when things get tough. Through good, bad, and very bad days, we all have to side by ourselves. We owe it to ourselves to be our own best friends. We need to be prepared and equipped to take our days and manage them better. When the going gets tough, step up and show up in your own life. It is crucial to have a self-care toolkit to act compassionately and kindly towards yourself when you don't feel that great. When we're not feeling that optimal, these self-care tools can be ready, and you can be prepared to pick yourself up by little acts of kindness, joy, doing little things that make you smile, that you enjoy, or that interest you or value you. There are times we need to take charge of our bad days by simply engaging in activities that we know are healthy, mood-changing, and uplifting, even if we don't feel fully aligned to engage in them. Healthy, mood-altering, and uplifting. Many times my own feel-good activities run the gamut from small things like enjoying a chocolate treat, sitting for a few minutes in the sunshine, taking a bubble bath, having a cupcake, swimming, listening to a favorite song, watching a movie, going for a walk, talking to a friend, reading a scripture, or to a more prescriptive day, I would do something that is intentional about creating a gratitude list, deep breathing, working out, writing in a journal, spending time in nature and grounding myself, getting a massage, seeking professional help from a mentor, life coach or therapist, engaging in meditation. This could mean sitting in silence and paying attention to my breath, as many traditional meditation coaches prescribe. Or it simply could be partaking in an activity I fully enjoy, where I lose the concept of time and space, where I forget my troubles and lose all sense of time. We've all experienced enjoying ourselves so much that we have no idea how much time goes by. And guess what? That's living in the moment, and that's a form of meditation. Enjoying something with complete presence, using all your senses, and just being with something. The absence of self-care. I used to run groups for people suffering from depression, and many times they would find every day a challenge. In our sessions, I would take everyone through a simple exercise of listing everything that they enjoyed, listing things that they were interested in, that were values to them, that made them smile or feel good in a day. After everyone had completed their list, I would ask them to take a few moments to reflect on how many of those activities that they had engaged in the past week or two and share their thoughts. Mostly everyone reported that they had not done any of those activities on that list for a very long time. That explains a lot of why we don't feel good. We don't bring in the good stuff day to day. Doing 3 to 5 things every day to bring you joy, perk up interest, bring a smile to your face or warmth to your heart. That's important. A lesson in resilience. This exercise illustrates a valuable lesson in resilience. Resilience isn't something we do or don't have. It is something we build and reinforce every day. Remind yourself to bring in healthy habits and do things that bring a smile to your face every day. Through having compassion for ourselves and purposely engaging in things that make us feel good, we lift ourselves from a place of low self-esteem or struggling. We connect to our power and we remind ourselves that no matter how tough it is, that there are some good things going on that can lift and support ourselves through whatever's happening. When the going gets tough, it is important that we show up for ourselves. We need to bring in compassion for ourselves by acknowledging that when we're struggling or having a bad day or feeling unwell, that we need extra TLC, tender loving care. We need some extra care, but the first thing we have to do is step back, pause, reflect, and direct our energy on trying to focus on little things that we can bring in to take care of ourselves. We need to realize that we can change the course of a bad day, even if it's just in minor increments, rather than suffer intensely. Remember, on a good day, it is important to celebrate, enjoy, and be grateful. Take a moment right now in this mindful moment. Breathe, inhale and exhale, and allow yourself to connect. What is my tool belt like? What do I do every day? Do I engage in activities that bring me joy, that facilitate interest, and bring a smile to me? Take a moment right now and reflect on these points. Take charge of your self-care tool belt. Take a moment right now to recognize, what do you bring in day to day to take the edge off the responsibilities, suffering, turmoil, and difficulties and obstacles we face. Let's take a mindful moment and breathe in and breathe out. Another deep breath in and breathe out. Follow your breath and let's have a mindful minute of reflecting on our self-care tool belt. And what do you do day to day to make yourself feel special, smile, love, have compassion, and joy? If your mind tends to wander, bring it back to your breath. Try to focus on your self-care tips. Gently allowing yourself to welcome yourself back. Remember, on a good day, celebrate, enjoy, and be grateful. But on a challenging one, let's take the edge off our challenging moods, sadness, the feelings of overwhelm by intentionally bringing in activities that bring you joy, health, and reconnect you to your power and yourself. 5 powerful self-care tools. When the going gets tough, turn to these powerful self-care tools. Acknowledge when you're struggling or having a bad day. The first step to treatment is awareness. Bringing compassion for yourself. Don't beat yourself up in the middle of an overwhelming situation or when you're not feeling physically well. Give yourself permission and time to pause, reflect, and simply take care of yourself. Realize that you have the power to shift and change when you're in the middle of a challenging day. Reconnect with yourself. There's always a ripple effect. The more you take care of you, you take care of others. Engage in an activity or experience that brings you joy, no matter how brief. Sit in the sunshine, listen to a favorite song, meet a friend, walk in nature. Just simply do something that brings you joy, or a smile to your face, or warmth to your heart, or brings love. Reconnect with yourself. And as you do that, you unintentionally reconnect with others in a better way too.